today's training, we're going to talk about where are you at? Write that down. Where are you at? Life is broken down into quarters, okay? I want everybody to understand life. And life has got by so many people. But I'm going to show you why no matter what age you are, when you get involved with ACM, it's nothing but a straight up arrow if you work the business. Now, with that said, how many sides to a coin is it? 3 sides. That's right, Rick got it. 3 sides. Go ahead and put it up, sir. There are 3 sides of a coin. 3 sides of a coin. Now, for some of you don't know, there's a front side where 95% of the people live in life. There's the back side, that's you and I, entrepreneurs, and there's the edge of the coin. Now, on the front side, where 95% of the masses live, they're trained to work 9 to 5 for 30 years on that side of the coin. We know that doesn't work. Click it again, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead and put them all up on that side. 5% on the backside are investors, business owners, because we want what? We want freedom. We want the freedom to call our shots, to do things. Now, stop right there for a second, Mr. Bree Clement. Now, let me give you the idea of freedom. What about if you got up this morning, like I did last week in a foreign country, went downstairs, had breakfast, Bob Marley's place, decided, what do I want for lunch or breakfast? And you moseyed on down to the to the beach and decided right there, Miss Black, that you decided to have lobster on the beach, 9:30 in the morning. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Rick K, after you had your lobster, they brought you a little drink with an umbrella in it. And then you sat there and finished that one. And then Daryl Ransom, you decided to have another umbrella in the second drink. And you said, you know what? Now I've had this. Let me give a good tip. And I'm going to walk along the ocean front here on the beach and just look up at the sun and give God thanks for having a business called ACM that I could do things with, and be grateful that I got guys like Mr. Jecko on the business up here doing the business. I got a Sam Foster with Backbone and Posture, and Miss Belinda Batiste out there talking about people. I'm sorry, sir, you didn't answer fast enough. You're not the guy I'm looking for. See, I love her for saying that. That just blessed my soul, because that tells me she's reaching out and she's stretching to becoming the person that God has her to be as a woman, to let people know you ain't the one I'm looking for. How many of you guys got backbone and posture like Sam Foster's been preaching about? Then all of a sudden you walk down the street and you run into a Kathleen Williams on the beach, and she's out there with her family, and found out she's part of the organization and she's out there enjoying her family because her check was big enough that she could go do those kind of things. And then all of a sudden you decide it's lunchtime, and where you make a decision, where do you want to go eat? What do you want to go eat? Maybe I go to the rooftop and eat. And you go to the rooftop and you're out there, and there's a Pat Robinson out there hanging out with a guy named Al Randolph. And you're at the rooftop looking out over the beach and over the beautiful sun, and everybody's got their bathing suits on and chit-chatting and talking, and you decide to get in the water, take a little swim. You run into an Ursula Allen out there in the water with a Miss Jones out there and her group, and all of a sudden you look around and you get out, you dry yourself off, and you sit down there and you look to the left, and there's a Coach Johnny over there teaching people how to swim at the rooftop of the hotel. And then all of a sudden you figure, you know what, maybe I'll go downstairs and take a little nap for a couple hours because I don't have to do today. And then you get up to have dinner, and you run into a Freddie Sherman out there, and a Dan Payne at the next table, and you talk to him about the opportunity. Isn't that a great way to live? Now, my question is, if I can do this, and that's why I said to every one of you, you got to be on WhatsApp by the end of the month, because I'm going to be so much traveling. I'm living my life. I'm still building my ACM business, but I'm on the backside of that coin. Now, it says the backside, 5% are investors, business owners, because we want freedom. You guys see the freedom? See, I'm trying to show you your future. I am nobody special. I am really, Al Thomas ain't nobody. I barely got out of high school. I mean, barely got out. So what does that got to do with making this, having freedom, when I could be the masses held down? Click it again for me, Mr. Bree Clements, the front and back on both sides. So the front side, you can pick them all up. There you go. They're highly educated, but they're too scared to try network marketing. They've been programmed, they got to do everything right. Making a mistake is wrong. No, making a mistake is how we learn in network marketing. Now, if you see number one, highly educated, go to the right to it says the backside, we're common sense. We use walking up to somebody and say, look, are you making enough money to pay for these high gas prices? That's common sense. Hey, what if I show you where you can pay for that extra increase in your food budget? That's common sense. To the left, highly educated, but no. Common sense is what drives our business. That's what drives you getting names and numbers. Now, if you look down to the left side, number two, it says they like to play it safe because making mistakes, they're not smart. They play it safe. I got a little job, little car, everything's little in their life. Little, little, little. To the right, it says, we want more. We want freedom. We want the control of our life. Do you know what? Every day of my life, I have control of it. I've only had a job 9 months and I'm thanking God every day. I have an attitude of gratitude because I control my life. I was talking to a group of leaders this morning and I know I've made a vow to them to come to their city. Watch this. I didn't have to call in sick, didn't have to ask for permission. I said, I will be there a certain date. And then at a certain time, we're going to go out and prospect. I made a decision right there on the spot this morning, maybe a half an hour before I got on this call. Because why? We control our lives. The more safer you are, that means the more they control you. Look to the left, number three. Look to the left. On the sideline, watching a basketball game, watching a football game, watching a soccer game. I was watching my Warriors beat up on, you know who yesterday. And I thought about it. How many of us had the right to go and be in the bleachers? We could afford that. Many times I've been in the private boxes or on the floor of certain games. To the right, it says what? Actively participating. We're in the game. We're on the field. We're right there where all the action's going. We're involved in it. Same way with our business. Look to the left. It says on the front, number 4, they're speculators. They pay to watch from the bleachers. You and I, number 4, on the backside, we're in the game. It's called a game of life. We're on the field. Don't you realize the players on the field makes the most money? The ones playing the field and ACM makes the most money. They get talked about, talked to more people, stood up more, laughed at more. So what? You realize how many times it happened to me? I'm still here in the game. And I make more money than buzzers that told me no. Those guys that got more degrees than the thermometer, pointed eyeballs, pointed head balls. I mean, hey. And when everything closed up 2 years ago, they were shaking their boots. Why? Because look at me. Income went down, their bills stayed the same. My income went up 82%. I can't talk about that. Are you catching what I'm saying? We are entrepreneurs. We're investors. We're business owners. We strive for freedom. Common sense will drive our business. Do you want to save money or you want to make money? That's common sense. No degree needed. And we actively participate every day. Now, let's talk about every day. You should be getting free names and numbers every single day. I challenge you the rest of this week, the rest of this month. What did Dean Torelli talked about 2 Thursdays ago? Double down. He said double down. He also said what? Don't slow down in the month of June. Don't rest in June. No days off. Thank you, Mr. Winston. No days off in June, me included. Because number 4 says what? I'm in the game. You're in the game. You're in the game. You're in the game. We're in the game of life for our life. Write that down. We're in the game of life for our life. One more time. Say it together. Come on. We're in the game of life for our life. That's right. We're in the game of life, but for our life. What do you mean, Mr. Thomas? To win the game. Now, let me break this down to you so you'll be real clear. Take a snapshot of this 3 sides of the coin, and you want to look at that. But now, let's move on. Let me show you the game of life. Let's see where you're at. Click it. Get okay. Your life productive years. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Take a snapshot of it. This is gonna blow your mind. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. This is your productive years, Daryl Ranson. Your productive years, Miss Travis. Your productive years, Miss Robinson. Now you're born. Oh my God. Hold on. Get your seatbelts on. And for the first game, life is broken down into quarters. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, and 70, which means you're out of time. Here you go. Write this down. Write this down to show. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. When you're born, you go to school. That's when all your activities of learning. You learn to be held down. You learn to be programmed. You learn to color within the lines. Don't break out. Don't do something differently. Don't. So then from 25 to 35, you're learning a trade. I'm going to be a lawyer, doctor, Indian chief, entrepreneur. I'm learning. And from age 35 to 45 is your highest earning years, or your productivity to any company is when they look at you with the most value that you can bring to that company. And once you get between 35 and closer to 45, let's face it, the closer you get to 45, they trade you in for 225s. Let me say that again. When you get close to that top, the 45, these companies trade you for 225s. Because why? They're younger, dumber, and they just come out of school, and they don't know no better, just like you didn't. But now at 45, you too doggone old to go nowhere because, oh my God, now you're looking for JOB security, aren't you? You're hiding out in the stock room, hope they don't discover you're in there. You're doing everything to hold on for that little pension. That's right, I said again, that little itty bitty pension. Come on, that little itty bitty microscopic pension. And then you're tired of giving a $40 gold-plated imitation watch that rusts on your wrist, and now you're looking for what they call these days a side hustle. Now watch this. Hold on now. I'm not done. This is good teaching going on because y'all need to see this. From 45 to 55 is building wealth and investments. Well, some of you got a second house, maybe a third house, third investment, maybe apartment building. All right, I got you. You got a little candy machine going, a little side hustle going, whatever it may be. That's what the average person do. Watch this. Listen up. Building wealth and investing between 45 and 55. Why? Because now you're thinking, man, I got to put these kids in school. I got to pay for private school. I got to pay for college. I got to. And all of a sudden that 401k turns to 101k. That little social insecurity check comes to the door. You can barely buy a bag of beans. And yeah, get you one bag of groceries, don't it? And now you're saying, Lord, what I'm going to do? I was faithful to this company. I give them the best years of my life. And all of a sudden I can barely make ends meet. How am I going to survive with food going up? Oh my God, gas is doubled. Food is going up. I can't afford to live. I might have to move my kids, or better, or worse yet, move in with my grandkids. And their grandkids gonna look at you like, Papa, what you and Mama do with all that money? All your life you didn't make that. What y'all do with all that money? The bills ate your life. 45 to 55. Now, 55 to 65 is your last, oh my God, your last chance. And you're saying, who gonna hire me at 55? What can I do at 55 or 65? What can I do? Be a crosswalk guard? Walk as a breeder? Who gonna hire me? And then age 65 is called overtime. And from 65 to 70 is called out of time. Now, without saying, I'm not here to put anybody on the spot. I'm here to be truthful with you. Look, summer's right here. Half the year, half the year is already gone. Look at your life. Where are you on this chart? You, personally, where are you on this chart? How you doing financially? Without ACM, would your future even be bright? Some of you say, man, my 401k done got sliced down to 80% gone. My IRA's got IRA. My social insecurity check buy me half a bag of groceries. I'll get on welfare, get blue chip, get stamps. You think God put you down here for that? Now that I got your attention, and now you looked at where you're at in life, I'm just being a realist with you. Because I'm living my best years. I'm telling you, I'm traveling like crazy. And money is not the object. Location is not the object. Now, let me show you, which, not yet, Mr. Bree Clemens, let me show you what ACN can do for you, oh my God, no matter what age, no matter what age, I'm gonna say it again, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, no matter what health you're in, no matter nothing, no matter your education. You heard it said before, we don't care if you've been yelled from jail. Let me show you, if you stick with ACN, what your future look like. Because some of you on the verge are like, not quite sure. I've been at 4 years. I still ain't got where I want to go. I'm an 8-year-old RD. I'm a 4-year ETL. I don't know if it's working for me because my wife said, but let me show you, oh my God, that you're on the right track. You ready? Y'all ready? All right. Mr. B. Clemens, roll drum roll. No matter what age you get in ACN, look at your potential earning power. Look at your potential what? Earning power. Look at your potential what? Earning power. Let me show you earning power, Sam Foster. Go out there and get them names and numbers. Mr. Brandon, no matter what the service will do to you, your earning power, no matter what age you are, Mary Moulton, your earning power. Come on now. Come on, Dave Culver. Come on, Professor. No matter what age, no matter where you start at, you have the potential of making some outrageous gangster income. Don't care, Ken Hayes. Don't care, Anita. Don't care, Mr. Payon. Paul, don't care. Winston Herbert, you know I don't. You don't care, Bill Bailey. Ain't nothing. Ain't Natasha Isbell. There ain't nothing this side of earth, this side of heaven that has that potential for the average person. Nothing. And you don't play with this business. You show me one thing. Show me one industry. Show me. You don't know what you got in your hands. Moses, what you got in your hand? He didn't know what he had in his hands. Nothing. I don't care what age. I don't care where you start at. We don't care. Now here's the answer. Is what, write this down. Write it down. Joey Duffy, write this down. Brian Baker, write it down. We don't care where you start at. What we do care about is how much you put in. Let me give you a key. Put 2 or 3 hours every day in your business. I'll say it again. Put 2 or 3 hours every freaking day in your business. Put 2 to 3 hours, and I double, triple, double down dare you. 29 years later, I'm sitting there living a life like, where's Waldo today? Last week, I didn't know what countries I was all in. How many times my passport got stamped? And you haven't left what? Don't have a passport yet? Huh. Oh, next couple of weeks? You can see my whoo. ACN, put the time in it every day faithfully. Now, here's another tip. 3 names and numbers every day. You don't go home, put your big head on the pillow. Or you don't even eat that day. Some of y'all, yeah, y'all can skip a couple meals. Don't eat. So you deserve to eat. You heard me say that many times. I don't eat till I deserve to eat. I haven't eaten anything all day. I ain't deserved it yet. And after this, I'm gonna grab a smoothie. Mr. Brian Baker, he has a smoothie, I have a smoothie. I don't eat till I deserve to eat. Y'all are, ooh. Are you deserving to eat? No matter what age you at. Miss Jones, we love you, dear. I know you went out to Baltimore. Look, we don't care where you start in here. Look at that, look at the chart. You can be 55. While your income on a normal job is going down, ACN says it's going up, baby. You can be 45, going down the slope, it's still going up. You can be 20, 25, 30, it's still going up. You can be overtime, out of time, 70 plus years old getting started. I told you a guy started in Arizona, never forget, it was 1,500 people in the room. And I said, who's going to start tonight? And this young man jumped up off a seat. I said, oh my God. I jumped off the stage, went down, he's about 10 rows down. I said, sir, why are you joining tonight? He says, young man, I'm 82 years old. And for the first time in my life, I see a way to make long-term residual income. The crowd went nuts. 82 years old. And that's the very first time in his life he saw a way to make residual income. That's powerful. Folks, there's some things in life I just don't forget when I travel. 82, he was out of time. Corporate America kicked him to the curb decades ago. Then they gave you a social insecurity check. You couldn't make it on the first time. Anyway, 82 years young. He fought the first time in his life to make long-term residual income. So we don't care if you're 45, 55, 65, 70 plus, 80, ACN is there for you. Folks, don't you ever let nobody take this opportunity away from you. Because if you don't know that you don't know what you have. For a couple $100, you can parlay it into, what's the RI, return on your investment, when it goes into 10, 50? What's your return? You can't, your calculator blow up. But you don't know if you don't know that you don't know. 29 years I've been in the trenches. And I want more of y'all to be senior vice presidents. But you will never get there if you don't know what you got. Now, the next thing I'm gonna say is this. What are you working for? I'll be 70 in 2 days, Mr. Ismail. Mr. Thomas, thank you for this. You're welcome, sir. Now think about it. At 70 years old, who's gonna hire Mr. Ismail? ACN, we don't care. Now it's what you do with the work. It's what you do when you get in here. Don't come through osmosis, come through work. Now write this down. Only place, write this down. The only place that success comes before work is in a dictionary. Hey, y'all will laugh at that one. That's a good one. Yeah, I know it's a good one. Because the average people want success, then they go to work. No. Give me some wood, and then I'll go get the fire. No, you got to go out in the cold, get the firewood, bring in and get the wood, get it hot to heat the cabin in the winter. No, the only place that success comes to work is in a dictionary. And let me tell you something else about work, folks. Work has never killed nobody. Write that down. Work has, that's right, Al Randolph. Work, Jacko, work has never killed anybody. That's right, Coach Johnny. That's right, Bob Meyer. Work has never killed nobody. But I'll tell you what will, Miss Felicia, stress. Stress of being broke. Stress you can't pay your bills. I put these on the side just to stress you. I can't pay my bill. I can't pay my bill. Oh my God. Oh, my income. Oh, everything's going up. The gas went up. The PG&E went up. Oh my God. I can't pay my bills now. Oh, my low retirement check ain't big enough to pay. Oh boy, told me the other day a retirement check was so small he could cash it on a bus. But that's not us. That's right, Mr. Danny Payne, you laughing at that one. There's 78 of y'all on there, 73 or whatever y'all. Look, that ain't y'all. That ain't y'all. See, you guys got a way out. My job as the leader of this group is to get you, look, it's like going on a safari. My job is to lead you out of the jungle. But it only happens, Ms. Vardell, if you follow the leader. Look, whenever I go on it, when I went to Africa for the first time, I went on safari. Now I'd be dumb of me to go out in a jungle by myself. Lions, tigers would have ate me up. I had a guide. The guide got me out and back. A guide. Somebody's done it hundreds of times. A guide. We're your guide to get you out of here. We're a guide. I'm a guide to guide you. But you got to follow in the tracks. You got to follow in the tracks. Let me give you an idea. Can you imagine? We're out here in Vegas, out in the sand, out in the desert here, and all of a sudden I'm climbing. There's a knoll out there. There's a knoll. 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 And the knoll. I'm up on top of this knoll. I'm getting fanned by 3 beautiful women and drinking nectars of the gods and eating fanning me grapes. They got fanning me and everything. Look, they're around. He had to look and fanning me, and all of a sudden I'm on this knoll, and you're down. In the sand, water. Oh my God, water. Oh, water. Water. And all of a sudden, you look up on the knoll, you see me up there getting fanned and drinking the nectars of the gods. And how do you get up there? Oh my God. And some of y'all start running up the knoll, right? Come run up the hill. Come on, start running up the hill. And there's little sign that says danger, explosive, minefield. Some of y'all will keep running past the sign, boom, blow up. Or, listen to me closely, or the smart ones, look in the sand and say, where did he put his footprint? How did he get up there? Oh, he put his foot here. Okay, he put his foot over there, and he put his foot there, and all of a sudden you came all the way where I'm at. The smart ones will look for the signs. Leaders always leave signs. Success leaves clues. Look down in the sand for my footprints. It'll take you all the way to the top, baby. Some of y'all been around ACN so long, y'all ain't did jack, and numbers ain't moved. It's time to move them, folks. Forget the past. Today is a new day. I challenge everybody to sign up my voice this whole month, 3 names and numbers every day, where you cannot go home, put your big head on that pillow at night. You don't deserve to sleep. Don't start eating without getting a couple, at least a name and number. Doing something to move your business forward. You with me? Okay. Got 2 or 3 more minutes. I got one more slide I want to give you. Now, not yet, Mr. Bree Clemens. I want y'all to let this sink in. Some of my guys out there play football. I'm gonna relay in the football term for you boys out there and girls that like football, okay? Now, okay, next slide, sir. Now, game of life, 4 quarters. First quarter, aged 0 to 25, same as second quarter. Second quarter, 25 to 35, 35 to 45. 45 is halftime. Every sports, halftime. Don't they have halftime? From age 45 to 50 is a third quarter. And 55 to 65 is a fourth quarter. And 65 to 70 is overtime. And then 70 plus is out of time. It's the same thing. Life is broken down into quarters. What age are you on this quarter of life? Look at where you're at on the field of life. How much time you got for you're out of time? The insurance company, oh my God, don't get me started. Even the insurance companies know they charge you more premium the older you get because you're out of time, but not in ACN. ACN says we reward those people who diligently, watch this, who diligently puts the numbers up on the scoreboard. In other words, those that are scoring IBOs and customers. That's how we keep track in ACN, just like a game. How many IBOs you got in this week? How many customers you put in this week? How many you put in this month? There's a scoreboard for ACN. And with ACN, there's no out of time at all. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this blessed you to understand where you at and what you got to do. You need to get off your backside and go to work in your business. Their company, look, let me tell you something. America's corporation will never pay you what you're worth. They give you a tip called a paycheck. So who's going to treat you better, them or you? Have you figured that out by now? Some of y'all been working 5, 10, 20. You know they ain't going to treat you what you're worth. Who's going to treat you better, you or them? Folks, no matter where you're at, ACN is the last bastion of free enterprise for the average person to get ahead in life. If I can do it, and so many other leaders in ACN has already done it, what in the world are you waiting on? Is nobody can change it but you. With that said, I want to thank you for today's call. And as always, you need to go do something today to move your business, forward. And with that said, God bless you.